Hey, have you ever picked a fight? Today on Man Talk, we're going to talk about fights you should pick and ones maybe you shouldn't.
Ooh, picking
Yeah.
fights.
Check it out next. All right, so Craig, have you ever picked a fight?
Not that I know of, but I pick a fight to get that shirt.
Oh man,
Grand Rapids
I
Adventist
love
Academy.
GRA. There's some
Right.
amazing
Yeah.
people. If you're in the Grand Rapids area and you're looking for a school, Grand Rapids Adventist Academy.
That's a good looking
Yeah,
school.
they're
It's
fantastic.
A lot of good people there. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
And,
And I
hey,
I
got-
like your shirt.
I got the
actually-
Michigan fancy salute.
I don't
right?
have to pick a fight because I have
You
one
have
of
one.
those.
That's right,
I
yeah.
will proudly wear that. I
Yeah,
love
right. Very
Pathfinders.
good.
Club
Yeah.
Ministries is amazing.
Yeah. So when you say pick a fight, I'm not a fight picker. I just never really have been one. Whether it's a fist fight, never really a fist fight guy.
Yeah.
And so I'm not sure exactly what it means.
Well, no, I
what
think
you mean.
absolutely when you think fight, you think, oh, fist fight and punching. But have you ever picked a verbal fight, like an argument?
Unintentionally, I'm sure I have, but intentionally, I can't really remember. I'm more of a peacemaker than I am a fight
Yeah,
picker.
you're not
type thing.
aggressive in that way.
Yeah, and I usually try to make peace with somebody and be apologetic if I did offend somebody or they may have thought I was trying to pick a fight, but really never intentionally that I can remember.
Well, I find it's interesting. It seems to me with men, there's this attraction to fighting. Whether it's David
Yeah.
killing Goliath
Yeah.
or a Rocky movie or some sort of
Or Joshua,
good
right.
versus evil type of thing, and we like it when the bad guy gets popped right in the
Yeah, right,
nose,
right.
But then society says fighting's never the answer, So I was trying to process this. Why do we have such this drive, to fight? And then I came across this text. Now check this out. This is in the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And so I was reading this book to my daughter. It's called Love Does by Bob Goff.
Oh yeah,
for
good
kids.
stuff. Yeah,
Seriously, Bob Goff is.
yeah, right.
Oh,
I
we
think it
love
Love Does for Kids too.
Yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah.
Oh
That's
man,
what we're
that's
reading for
really
a
good.
devotional.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just finished the book
Nice.
actually.
Nice.
But he was talking about picking fights, and it was genius. And that was, if we don't fight against flesh and blood, is it possible to pick a fight in a holy way? And what Bob suggested is you can pick fights against evil.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Yes, very good.
So for instance, I have a good buddy, Jason Gray. He hates homelessness, and he picks fights with
Against
homelessness
Oh yeah, good.
because he goes, he feeds the homeless.
Yeah.
He gives them things. I'm like, he's fighting. I think
Yeah.
he's just, just
Right.
throwing
And then the people,
punches.
Mothers Against Drunk Drivers,
Right.
They've lost somebody and they have a fight against drunk
Right. Oh,
driving, right?
man.
So there's, I can see.
Heavyweight champs.
Yeah, right, exactly,
Right?
right, yeah.
And,
Leukemia, any cause is
Yeah.
actually picking a fight against them. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And so I was thinking, well, and by the way, you fight in such a way to win. This is another
Yes,
thing that
okay.
Paul says in 1 Corinthians 9:26 and 27. He says, so I don't run aimlessly. And then he goes, I don't box as one beating the air. Swinging. You don't know what you're
Or,
hitting.
or like how the wimps fight.
Yeah, like this. Like when you see somebody swinging like that, you're like,
You know,
he ain't gonna
it's
win.
going
Yeah.
to be all over. Yeah.
But I discipline my body and keep it under control, lest after preaching to others, myself should be disqualified. So he's like, no, I want to aim, and I want to hit.
Yeah.
I want to hit.
Yeah.
What I'm aiming
Direct,
for.
direct hit. Yeah.
And so I'm just wondering, is there anything in your life right now that you're picking a fight with?
Yeah, I do. I pick fights I try to defend teenagers because a lot of people say that they're the future of the church, but I believe that they are the church today.
Right.
And so you put them in important, valuable, meaningful positions in the church, have them do meaningful things, worthwhile things so that they're encouraged for their work. So.
No, I agree. I picked that same fight. You hear the narrative that young people are just leaving the church, and I want to pick a fight with that.
Yeah, right.
Because I see a lot of amazing young people that aren't, or A, don't want, or B, don't want to, right? And so I'm picking a fight against that.
Absolutely.
I hate it when I hear that people are suffering, like when we build beds for kids.
Right, kids. Who knew that there's thousands of kids who do not sleep in a bed?
Yeah, when I found that out, I'm like, I'm fighting against that.
Yeah,
I'm picking a fight.
Yeah,
I'm punching that right in the nose.
Did Jesus pick fights?
You better believe he did.
Yeah, he did. In this context, right?
Yeah.
He's not punching air.
Yeah.
He's going after the homeless. Right. He's going after those that are outcast from the church, those who are blind. The people that we would say, they don't really contribute a lot to the church. They don't really contribute a lot to the society. That's where Jesus is.
Well, okay, so
he's picking a fight there.
if according to Paul, this is right, that it's not flesh and blood we're angry against.
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
While we were yet sinners, while we were enemies, he's like, no, you're not the enemy. The sin in you,
right,
and the sin around you is the enemy. So I'm going to come and fight that, so that I can. The greatest revenge on your enemy is not to kill him, but to convert him.
It's absolutely
so
right.
You went from foe to friend.
Absolutely.
Right?
Jesus fought the fight of sin.
Yeah.
And he's victorious.
Absolutely.
And then we have the fight against sin as well, but we're victorious through him. That's good stuff.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
so
right.
Here's the challenge. Pick a fight this week. Pick a fight with something that you just can't stand.
It's not your wife, because you love your wife, right?
The wife is never. No,
right,
yeah,
exactly.
But it might be something that's causing you two to argue,
right?
And so you fight against it. And if you got to punch your phone in the face, then hope you don't break the screen. But
this could be
if you got to,
this could be a fight. Yeah,
just
pick a fight against the phone. Yeah.
Right, but fight in such a way to win.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that is hurting you or those that you love, fight it, and just embrace the spiritual testosterone that God's giving you, right?
Absolutely.
And let's win. So hey.
The ST, the spiritual testosterone.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, the
you
ST.
Like
right? Actually, here we go. I think that's a. I think that's a man.
Yeah,
man talk.
That's good. Drinking our spiritual water, or it's just water. It's actually spiritual. Okay, so hey, that's Man Talk, and remember, at Man Talk, we
love God,
love everybody,
and duct tape.
It fixes everything.
It does.
Including camera tripods.
Camera number one tripod is fixed today with duct tape.
Have a great day.
See
Thanks
ya.
for watching.